Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Thursday, and the date is the 21st of October 2021. All right, girls, after we finish from Unit 4, I think we are ready to make the revision. So let's open to page 197 together. Why? Why, Loreen? ليه حبيبي? Why يا ماما? Are you okay, Loreen? Hi, Loreen. Hi, Mama. Where are you, Loreen? It's fine. Maybe by mistake. It's all right. Okay, حبايبي. In this page, we have a box over here on the right full of words. I want you to use these words to fill in the blank, okay? I have the word consumer, environment, food chain, habitat, and producer. I want you, please, guys, to use these words to fill in the blank. Let's start with Rima. Can you read number 1, please?
Okay.
I'm gonna be the second
Place
one, right?
in a forest where a bear lives. It's called
So the place where an animal lives, what do we call it?
we call it a habitat.
Yes, that's correct. A habitat. Whenever you are talking about the place where animal lives in, we call it habitat. Hi, Alina الباحث.
Yes.
Can you read number 2, please?
Okay. Everything that surrounds a living thing it's surrounded. It's a food chain.
Everything that surrounds a living thing. All the things around you, you call it
environment. It's environment.
Yes, it is environment.
Environment is all the things around you, living thing and non-living thing.
Excellent. The living things and non-living things all around you. All right, Lamar Amjad, number 3.
Yes.
Can you do number 3, please?
Okay. Because an oak, what?
An oak tree can make
An oak tree can make its own food.
So if we have a living thing that makes its own food, what do we call it? Do you want a hint? Is it a consumer or a producer if it makes its own food?
Teacher, I know. Consumer.
Let's see. Hi, Yasmina. Do you agree with Lamar?
No.
What is it?
Producer.
Yes, excellent, Yasmin. It's producer. Why it's a producer? Because it produces its own food. It makes its own food.
Miss,
So,
I'm sorry because I waked up. I'm so sleepy, so I just choose this one. I was so confused.
it's fine. Do you remember?
Because I woke up.
Lamar, it's fine. Do you remember the paper we make together before? We wrote how living things, we can divide them into 3 groups: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Okay, This is as a revision, so don't worry about it. Just focus with us so you can remember the informations. Hi, Batul. Can you do number 4 with me?
Okay. Consumer and
Producers and consumers
user and user are
connected in a
connect and in a food chain.
exactly. Where can you find a producer and a consumer together? You can find them in a food chain. This is extra question. Where can you okay. Where can you find a producer in a food chain? Is it at the first or at the last?
At the first.
Yes, of course. A producer is always at the beginning because they take the energy from where?
From the sun, from the sunlight.
Bravo, 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 ya Batul. Excellent. Thank you very much. What about number 5, girls? Let's see number 5. Sadine, can you do number 5, Habibi?
What?
Can you do number 5, ya Sadine?
Okay. A deer eats other living things, so it's an consumer.
Yes, because any living thing eats other living thing. We call it a consumer.
Consumer.
Excellent.
Number 6. I already did it.
It's fine. Lamar, Lamar Abdulaziz, let me ask you something. Do you know decomposers?
Yes. What did you say, Miss?
Do you know decomposers? We have living things in a group called decomposers. Can you explain to me what is decomposer?
Decomposer is it the animal that eats the plants and the living thing?
What about living things break down dead organisms for food? Do you remember? There were dead or
Explain about the decomposer.
okay. Thank you, Lamar. You can try again later. Yes, Yaleen, please explain to me.
Oh, okay, I will explain to you. The decomposer is living thing break dead dead organisms for food.
Yes, they exactly. That's right. They break down dead organisms for food. Now, did everyone finish writing, Habibi?
Miss, I only have kitchen and consume. No, I have a lot of bit.
Okay, how about I'm going to give you 1 more minute. Gonna just pause the recording and give you 1 minute.
Teacher, can I add?
Okay, Habaib Gilby. Let's move to number.
Miss.
Okay, let's start. Yasmina, can you read number 6 for me, please?
Miss, can I answer? Miss, can I answer? But even the last question, but can I answer?
Yes, ya Habibtilin, of course. I want everyone to answer today. Hi, Yasmin. How about I read it for you?
Number 6 or 7?
6. Do you want me to read it?
Okay.
So, Susan visited a pond near her house and drew the sketch below. It includes ducks, 2 kinds of fish, 2 kinds of plant. How many different populations can be seen in this habitat? Populations. Ah,
3.
excellent. It's 3 kinds of population. Do you know why? What are they? Can you tell me what are they?
The fish,
Yes.
the duck, the plant.
Very, very, very good, Yasmin. Excellent. Well done. What about you, Ya Rozana? Can you do number 7 with me, please?
Yes, miss.
Christina draws a sketch of a desert in her notebook. Okay. She includes lizard, cacti, spiders, owls, rocks, and soil.
Miss, they mean cacti. It means they mean cactus, maybe.
Yes, it's cactus.
But there's no space to write, that's all.
Which would make the best title for Christina's sketch? Is it a desert community, or a desert ecosystem, or a desert population, or a desert habitat?
Habitat.
Are you sure? It includes the living things and the non-living things.
Oh, so what's ecosystem?
Because rocks and soil are not living things. And it's in one area.
Ecosystem?
Yes, excellent, Ya Rozana. It's an ecosystem. It's an ecosystem. Very good. Maryam, you are next. Prepare yourself.
Okay.
Okay, Habibi. Finished?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on. Let's move on.
Miss, can I be after Maryam or not after Maryam?
Miss, what page?
I'm gonna be
Okay, it's page 198. Habibi, I can hear you.
Miss,
Miss, can I go to the kitchen because I need to get something.
Yes, Ya Lamar, and then come back quickly. We are writing.
Miss, can I be after Maryam?
Okay, Mariuma.
Okay, so Pablo is studying how animals and plants depend on each other. He set up a
Terrarium.
terrarium like the one shown here. What would be most likely to happen if he removed all of the plants from the terrarium? Teacher, can you go page 197 again?
Why?
Because I forgot to do number 7.
Number 7 is B.
Okay.
Ecosystem.
Be more.
So, if they moved, yeah, Mariuma, all the plants in the terrarium, what would happen? The insect would reproduce faster, or the insect population would stay the same? The insect would not get enough food and would die. Okay, the insect would grow bigger because there would be more room in the tank. What do you think?
Number 3.
Okay, the insect would not get enough food to eat and would die. Excellent. Why? Because inside this terrarium,
There's only a little plants.
They depend on each other. This is the key word. They told you that they depend on each other. If they depend on each other, that means they need each other. The insect needs the plant and the plant needs the insect. If one of them is not there, the other one will die. This is what I mean by depend on each other. Very good, very good. Okay, Habibi, we will do number 10 and then we will move down to number 9. Okay? Now, I want, let's see. Yeah. Malik, can you do number 10 with me, Malik?
Okay. Okay.
Me?
Me wants to start a vegetable garden in her yard. While she was choosing a location, and
A neighbor?
a neighbor told her to check the soil for earthworms before she started planting. Why would the neighbor suggest this?
Okay, so she wants to start gardening, okay? She want to, and the neighbor asked her, please check the soil for earthworms before you start planting. Why?
Miss, we underline depend on each other.
No. Now, Malik, why would the neighbor ask her to do that? Is it because earthworm cause disease?
Yeah, earthworms cause diseases and could harm the plants.
Or earthworms producer and give nutrients to the garden plants?
I think the first one.
Okay, what about consumers and they will eat seeds before they can sprout or decompose
Miss Christian, what is it?
by breaking down?
Migration?
Miss, can I go to
Miss?
Yes?
What is number 9? What's the question?
Habibi Lin, we did not do number 9.
Oh.
Miss?
Yes?
Miss,
Yes?
can I go drink water?
Can you what? Yes, of course, drink water. Habibi, no need to ask for water and a bathroom. You need to close your camera and when you are back, open it again so I know that you are here again. Okay, Habibi. Earthworm doesn't give diseases, okay? It's a good thing to look for the earthworm before you start planting. But why? Try to think with me. It's a good thing, ya Malak. It's not a bad thing. Are they producers? They make their own food? Or they are decomposers or consumers? What do you think, earthworms? Try to remember. Earthworms from which group? Do they make their own food? Do they eat living things? Or they break down dead organisms for food?
They break down dead organisms for food.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Is that you, Malik?
Yes.
Excellent, ya Maluka. Very good. They are decomposers and they add nutrients to the soil. How? By breaking down dead organism. So earthworms are very good to have them in the soil. Very good. Okay. Now, are you ready to go to number 9 and 11?
Miss, can I answer? I didn't answer.
Lina al-Bahid, you answered with me, ya mama.
Yeah, I answered, but you said I will answer this also.
It's fine, Habibi. I need to see who did not answer at all today, okay? And then I can be back to you. Munia, can you do number 9, yeah, Munia?
Miss, can I be after Monia, please?
Tamar al-Faleh?
Yes, I told you I want to be after Mariam. And she said Mariam.
Okay, حاضر يا ماما, حاضر. Hi, Munia. Can you do number 9?
But Miss, what is number 10? I didn't do it.
Yeah, mama. You weren't here? I was explaining. You did not hear me, ya mama?
بسرعة قوم يا
Damar,
Miss, what is we didn't make number 8, right?
we did 8 and 10. Habibi, were you there with us?
Yes, I was with you, Miss. I was with you, Miss.
Number 10 is D. Number 10 is D.
قومي يلا.
And number 8 is C.
I did number 8.
Okay. Now, yalla ya Munya, can you do number 9, please?
Yes.
قومي غسلي وجهك في الحمام أو شيء.
Habibi, I can hear you. Habibi, mute your mics. I can hear you. Now, Munya, are you there to answer?
Yes.
Huh, Habibi?
The weather report says that some parts of the country should expect heavy rainfall for the next 2 weeks. How might this affect the environment?
Bravo, ya Munya. Now, the weather reporter said that it might get rain or heavy rain for the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks of rain? Okay, how might this affect the environment? Drought will speed up the process of erosion, or drought will cause some plants to die, or flooding will provide shelter to more animals, or flooding will cause some animals to have to move away. First of all, if it's a very heavy rain for 2 weeks, is it a drought or a flood?
Flood.
Of course. Okay. Does flood provide shelter for animals, or animals will have to move away? What do you think, Munya? Flood, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Very good. If it's a bad thing, does it mean animals will have shelter, or animals will move away to find another? Excellent.
Animals would move away.
Good, ya Munya. Excellent. Excellent, ya Munya. Very good. Okay, Lamar Al-Falih. Animals live in a certain habitat, depending on their traits and how they live. Look at the picture below over here. This picture in number 11. In which habitat do you think this animal live? Does it live in a desert, grassland, rainforest, river?
I think it's rainforest.
This one lives in a forest? Are you sure? Get closer. A river, excellent. Can you tell me why did you choose a river? Why this one lives in a river?
Because it looks like a duck and even it has a tail.
Yes, look at the mouth. This mouth looks like a duck and it has fin. Does it look like
Yes,
fin?
it has fin and it have like a beaver tail. It can so fast.
Yes, also the
So
tail.
you know it is.
So all these traits, they help this animal to swim and live in water. So it doesn't live in a desert, no way in a grassland, never in a rainforest, river. Yes, it can live in a river. It has all the adaptation.
Now can you answer? Miss, what is this animal?
I'm not sure, but I can look for it. and see what do they call it. Okay, حبايبي.
For me.
That was everything for today. Inshallah,
Yes, I didn't
next
answer.
week we will complete the rest of the questions. Let's say bye-bye to
Yes, I
recording.
didn't